Hello and welcome to Lord Fenton Gaming Reviews Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I am your reviewer, Lord Fenton. In this review of Star Wars Jedi Survivor, I'm going to go ahead and ask the burning question. Is Star Wars Jedi Survivor really worth playing, or is it the prequel that is much more better? As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more reviews and videos just like this. So I'm going to go over everything from the good, the alright, and the bad. So let's get started on the review. Let's talk about the graphics. I'm playing the console version of the game. There was two options, which is of course performance and of course resolution. Of course I went for the performance because of 60 frames per second, but either way the game looks really good. Now definitely do imagine this on this PC. 4K plus 60 frame rate per second, it'll look marvelous. So yeah, the developers did a great job on the graphics end of the game. The next topic, of course, is photo mode. I'm going to say, well done. Very simple, very easy to use. You could show certain people. You could cut out certain people. Like, for example, you see those annoying Jawas? Let's just get rid of them. They are really annoying. You could definitely do that. And if you don't like the way Cal looks, or you just want to see BD1, you get rid of Cal too. You don't like BD1, get rid of BD1. There's so many good options and features. Also type of styles too, which is good too. So yeah, photo mode, the developers, I'm going to say well done. I am so glad I did use it a few times during the course of the game. In certain games, especially ones with the license, yeah, some of the developers will skip on the sound, music, or both. Guess what? The developers didn't do that. It feels like you're actually playing an actual Star Wars game, which is great. So I'll go ahead and let this go on. I will definitely say this. The sound department did a wonderful job in this game. Kept it to a Star Wars theme, which I actually do love. In Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, combat was good. Oh my goodness, they improved it in Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Besides your standard, of course, dodge, block, and such, and use the ways of the Force, now you use different stances in order to kill your foes. You also deflect lasers, which is very nice, just like a normal Jedi would in the movies. So I would say combat is a huge step up and improvement from the previous game. It is also really, really fun too. In Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, the Force powers were very good. In this game, they expanded on it and they brought back one or two old favorites. Yeah. Force Dash is back, and it's with a vengeance. I absolutely do love it. There's also other Force powers too. Some return from the previous game, which is very good. You could use it in soft puzzles. You could abuse it in combat. So many good ways you could use the Force in this game. The variety of foes is really good in this kind of game this time. Last game you had your standard ones, like for example small, medium, large, and bosses. This one, they did some good improvements. Mobs of foes like the small ones take 1 or 2 hits, medium takes about 4 to 8, large ones take more. Then you got your bosses. Also, the foes in this game will keep you on your toes, especially the ones that will one-shot you. Oh yeah, be careful of those. And even some foes who uses the Force to try to destroy you. So yeah, the foes in this game I really did enjoy fighting against. I will definitely say this, the developers in this game really nailed the world of Star Wars. You could go to certain planets like this one that's in Rogue One. You could also go to Coruscant City, or I should say Coruscant, and of course explore around, just like find good moments like this. I mean, the characters are alive. I enjoy interacting with them. This is one of my favorite interaction games, this Stormtrooper looking at this view. And I'm about to toss this Stormtrooper off. So yeah, the world Star Wars, they really hit the bullseye on that one. So you're asking the question, is the story better than the previous game? Absolutely. There are some good plot twists and turns. Story's very interesting. It keeps you on your toes at times. And it does fit well with the Star Wars universe. I'm going to say developers in the story department did a wonderful job of it. And I really like it a lot. That's why I'm not spoiling, of course, the story, except for one part later on the video. But still, if you want a good Star Wars story, this is one of the games to play it. This time around, they added some good stuff. Now, the last game was just collectibles, and that was it. Oh, this time is collectibles, getting fishes, getting take care of your garden, and much more. Also, they added something called Holo Tactics, which is a really fun board game. You get to face a set amount of opponents. Like, for example, we're about to abuse Turgle. And I will definitely say it's really fun doing the side stuff. So if you want to take a break from the story, guess what? You could do stuff like this and have a great time doing so. I'm going to say is the developers did a great job of adding stuff you could do if you need a nice and long break, of course, from the story. And one more thing, it was fun being up Turgle during this portion of this review. So let's get on to the next part of the review, shall we? Let's talk about the gameplay. It's really great and really fun, of course. So here's the deal. You could go stealthily on your first opponent. You could use your force powers to go all in. You could be really devious with certain force powers. You could even use the ways of the force to solve puzzles too. BD1 also joins in on the fun. BD1 could help you get certain things you couldn't get. Also scan enemies too, so this way you know what to do next time. Also, if there's fast traveling in the game, that is really great. So this way you get through certain places a lot more quicker once you start in the meditation circle. So the gameplay I really did enjoy. It's time to go over the UI. For the most part, it's very crisp, very clean, very easy to access also. It even shows you if you could flip directions like I did on the zip line. The mapping system, the upside of it is pretty good. We'll explain more about that later on. And let's go over the menu, which is very simple, very easy to navigate. It can also show you bounties, items collected throughout the game. It even has a data bank, abilities, and plus, of course, a tactical guide in case you want to know your foe's strengths and weaknesses. So the UI, the developers did an absolute wonderful job on this. I am definitely going to say this. I am so glad that Star Wars Jedi Survivor really expanded on the characters in the game from the previous game. I really liked it. Cameron Monaghan is back as Cal, which I do love. They kept everybody the same, which is great because the last game, the actors and actresses in the game, I really did enjoy listening to. So yeah, I mean, they did a wonderful job of picking the right people for the right roles, and that's what you want in a game like this. The one thing that they did really improve from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order was Cal's customization. This time you give him a nice haircut, like for example, if you did find that mullet, you could do that, or give him a nice headband if you did find that. You could also give him mustaches and beard, which is cool too. The outfits are back, including the poncho too, if you could find one. Not only you could give him different outfits to wear, you could also change the color of certain outfits. My only disappointment is some of it didn't have that nice green and purple. Yeah, you know which I'm talking about if you watch the Gotham series. But still, overall, customizing Cal in this game is a huge step from the previous one. Remember those build a lightsaber and build a droid from Disneyland Disney World? Well, guess what? They poured that in a Star Wars Jedi Survivor. You can make certain lightsabers, like, for example, certain characters that equip it. Like, for example, my favorite one is Emperor Palpatine with that nice lightsaber. You can also change the colors. Oh, don't worry. New Game Plus has nice rewards for additional lightsaber colors, too. You can also change the material if you want to, like I did. Not only that, BD1 gets the nice treatment, too. I gave him this treatment plus the Joker colors. Yeah, you see the green, you see the purple. Yeah, BD1 looks like the Joker almost. But still, they did a right step in direction for this customization. The freedom to explore, aka the open world of this game, it's really there. As long as you have certain abilities and force powers, you can explore freely. If not, you can explore what you need now, go ahead and do the story, come back with your new force powers or new BD1 upgrades to get to places you couldn't get to before. So there is freedom and exploration as long as you do have the right tools, of course, which I really do love. And that's the one thing that was great from the last game was the exploration. In this game, they definitely improve on that. Let's talk about the achievement / trophy system. Oh man, the developers did a great job of it for the most part. We'll talk about the bug versions later on, but for now, most of them are easy to get. You get some in the story. You get some if you do certain tasks. And there's some that you actually do discover and you get it with ease. So the developers want to make sure you do earn an achievement or a trophy with ease and not do something stupid like walk a million miles like a certain game called Dying Light 2. Anyways, let's go ahead and pop this achievement / trophy. In Star Wars Jedi Survivor, after you beat the game, you get New Game Plus. Now, what comes with it is a few lightsaber colors with withholding on purpose. Same thing with perks too. You also, unfortunately, lose your abilities you gain throughout the game and stances. However, there's another great news I will definitely say. Any collectibles that you did get, they're yours forever. So if you play the second time, just if you miss anything out, like for example, a certain companion trophy / achievement, you do not have to worry about collectibles at all. Instead, you get what you missed in the second run, which is a good thing without any hassle, without any worry. The camera in Star Wars Jedi Survivor, I felt like it took a bit of a hit from the last game. Yeah, in some instances the camera's good. At times the camera is really bad. That does include a few certain Jedi tears, aka trials I call them, which the camera can really mess up on your running, which is pretty bad. I do hope in the next game they do make some major improvements of it. The map system, this time around they added a few things. However, I felt like when you try to inspect certain layers or try to look for certain areas, it's a little bit difficult to do. It does have a nice level up and down. It does have beacons. However, the beacons are only on the map. I kind of wish it was like the Assassin's Creed Valhalla game, where you put a marker there and then when you exit the map, you follow that marker. Unfortunately, they don't have it. I do hope in the next game they have the marker that is beyond the map, of course. Let's talk about the downside of the sound and music. Yet the sound and music is very good, but there is one glaring issue. There is no streamer-friendly option. At least you put it in the menu, so this way if you decide to stream the game to show off to your friends or a small group of people, you don't get DCMA like a motherfucker. Unfortunately, it doesn't do it, and this is 2023. I did wish it did have that option. I'm going to go ahead and say this. Unfortunately, the improvement that Star Wars Jedi Survivor didn't do, like its predecessor, was, of course, give you a choice. At some certain point in the story, Cal gets a taste of the dark side. I'm going to say I kind of wish they would expand on that, so this way, at the end of the game at least, or at some certain point, Cal turns or Cal stays true to the light. I did wish they had that in this game, but I guess in the third game, which is probably going to be the final, they'll give you that choice, hopefully. But otherwise, replayability, after you did everything, got all the achievement / trophy, it is not there. They did add some good stuff, good activities, and more. However, this time around, unfortunately, they did not. Like this one, yeah, you guessed it, the Assassin's Creed Valhalla knockoff, where you have to go through a gauntlet, run like crazy, dodge, and hopefully you make it to the other side in one piece. Unfortunately, they do not, and it's really tedious and annoying at times. It's one of the disappointing side activities, I will say, for the game. Now, one of the worst crimes in the game is the bugs and glitches, and it's really bad this time around. So I'm going to go over some of the main issues of that. First of all is the PC port. Yeah, the PC port got fucked over badly. Yeah, it is so bad that it landed on the Hall of Shame. You guessed it, everyone. That type of deal. Oh, I'm sorry, we rushed the game out. We ported it badly. If you wanted to, delay the game. Even if the PC port did get delayed, so it'll fix some issues. Unfortunately, they did not. Now, another issue is it's on all systems, including Xbox Series X. The game crashes at some point, especially if you're grinding at a certain spot. Yeah, like the Go Rocos. Yeah, during, of course, when I was start playing this, kept on getting crashes every 20 to 30 minutes. Then it ramped up, of course, to 10 to 15. What's really bad about those infrequent crashes like that the backup save is only one save file, and if that gets corrupted, you're fucked. You gotta replay the game again. Yeah, that is total fucking bullshit. That they should delay the game on. Instead, oh, we gotta get this out before the Legend of Zelda game comes out. You know what? Delay a bit further. Hell, release the fucking bitch in July. And one more thing, this is the biggest issue to me is the bounty hunt one. Yeah, they didn't beta test this right, or they didn't test the patch right, and some of the bounty hunts are so bugged that you cannot get bounty hunts at a certain point in the game. And if you needed to complete the bounty hunts, well, you have to wait till a patch. Same thing with the scan too, because a certain person at the end, you're going to need that person's scan. And that sucks though, because I was almost ready to finish the game before actually starting New Game Plus. And no, I'm not going to start New Game Plus because of a issue with the bounty hunt. Fix your fucking game if you need to. Give it time. Or better yet, hire more people in quality control. Believe me, you'll get the better results. And I was disappointed with the bugs and glitches in this game. What is my final verdict for Star Wars Jedi Survivor? Here it is. Buy it at 10% off with a score of 8 out of 10. So, despite the fact the game doesn't give you a choice and there's bugs and glitches that could hamper your experience, they did so many improvements. The story did get improved. More good side activities. Combat did get improved. And there's also other good improvements too. Like, for example, build your own lightsabers. So this way, you have a favorite character in the Star Wars series, build a lightsaber exactly looking like that. If you like Darth Sidious, yeah, build that too. Now, I do want from the next game is obviously choice, and I'd rather end it at a trilogy, so this way it'll end on a high. Well, everyone, this is it for my Star Wars Jedi Survivor review. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thanks for watching, and have a great day or night, and do please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more guides and content just like this. If you like what you see, then pick my suggestion on the upper left hand corner or YouTube's suggestion on the bottom left hand corner. May the Force be with you.